Hello. How we doing? Wherever you are in the world, we having a good one? Now, let's see whether I now need to turn the gain down off my mic because, you know, my voice likes to faff me around. Set it to 12. Surely that'll be enough, would it not? Or 6 or 8. Do 8. And we'll see how we go. Where's it me? Ah, I see you watching me, watching you, watching me. How you doing? Where's my desktop? Mic only, okay. Let's get Unity open. And also Blender. I bought myself, what is it, a Western Digital Elements external drive, which I wanted to use for backing up my data on my computer in case something bad happens. It came with a software called Acronis. When it did the first backup, did it in 2 hours. Great, yeah, that's alright, I'll run it daily. And I got it to do an incremental backup, but the problem, when it came to do the other backups, is that they took longer and longer and longer, or just failed to work altogether. So I found out that the software Western Digital provides for like monitoring the performance of that hard drive doesn't work with that, and never has for many years. Just stupid because they don't say that, and they provide that software on the drive itself. So pathetic. Because it just says, please connect supported drive. Anyhow, I installed some other Western Digital software dashboard from the website, and it recognizes that the drive exists, so it's that other piece of software that doesn't do it. And then I tried to do a Windows backup, and that just said backing up, well, calculating, and then I did not back up your files this time. Okay. And then, after a bit of Googling, Reddit suggested this. Ease US to do backup. Added the drives, click run. It did it first time. No issues. No idea how long it took. Let's see. Execution time 21:17. Six hours. Well, a lot shorter than the 12 plus hours and still ongoing with another day estimated from the Acronis tool. Garbage. But it works. That's the main thing. So I can get my daily backups. And then I've got my cloud backup of important data. So if my house burns down and the external drive along with it, I've still got important stuff that I can access from the cloud, at least. Yesterday we were working on this and trying to clean it up. It's a very highly complex model. And trying to clean it up in a way where pieces that are not visibly connected shouldn't be connected. You know? Ah, yeah, that's what it does. So when it's doing its thing, because of the way this model's created, when I untook that box yesterday, wherever it was, if you remember it yourself, then it would treat these individually, every little thing, because it's not connected directly to the mesh. It's just positioned over the mesh and not extruded from. So it then says, oh well, this is its own individual object, so therefore I'll treat it as such. And then that's when everything falls over. Great fun at times. Now we've got this, so I'll delete that. Worth it. Yep. So as I say, I'm just trying to clean this up, get rid of stupid things, maybe. I mean, don't need anything too special. See, these are individual anyway. And how do I hide the rest, but not that? Look at the complexity. Amazing, isn't it? Oh, you can't because I've not changed the... Silly boy. What do you mean? All you can see is black. I don't know what you mean. Funny. We have this one, and you know what? I'm gonna unselect you. Nope. Oh, give over. I wanted face. Deselect the face. Thank you. Look at how messy that makes this. Have we... Is that a face there? No, there's no face there. Separate that as a selection. Now we can... Was it this one? We'll hide that. Have a look at this. See how messed up that is. So... like this. now, obviously. They're separate to that. And then we got this piece here. We want to close the faces somewhat, don't we? This is... well, okay. Now we want to just... will you select all that side? Not quite. Then... say... make that in a face. As weirdly as it has. Okay, what's this going on a bit on here? Okay. That. That might be slightly better. Hard to tell. Just drag it out and have a quick look at what's going on this side. Pointless. I'll take that. Go to the merge at last. And we've got this piece. I don't understand why some of it's blue and other stuff isn't. A little weird, but hey. So, yeah, that was its own piece. Was it just telling me that, hey, you know what? That's pointless here. I agree. Take that off and you back on. Let's have a look here. So we have a few different pieces. Hello? Have I got the right? Nope. Separate that. Okay. I'll just do that. Oh, wrong button. And we got this. Well, that's a different piece altogether. Then up here, well, might as well get rid of this. How weirdly shaped that is. Amazing. Yeah. Take that. And what's going on in here? Oh, very clever. Interesting how they do this. I mean, he's added this piece in here when he could have just adjusted this trough instead. It's like, why did he decide to do it that way? Alright, so separate you, hide it, and then you got this, and it's like, well, get rid of it. And we got this thing down here. Well, that sorted itself out. This is just an awkward looking one, isn't it? How to deal with this one? Yeah, no, I'll do. It says. Let's have a look at it on this side. As not good. Very messy. So I'm gonna leave it. Keep that there. For now. This is the most boring and time-consuming aspect. Wanting to delete the whole object, please. Thank you. Oh. Is it really that big? Yeah, I like that. Steal it. Badonk. And then I need to... Can't really do that. Need to handle this. Look at you. Look how messy this is. I think we're going to want that, and this. And then join them too. You gonna do it? So we joined this back as its own part. I don't want to hide that because it's going to have some faces it needs created. Anyway. Nope. Change mode. Stop selecting through itself. Hope you're as entertained as me, because at least as much as me, should I say, because I am not entertained in the slightest. Very irritating. What up? I'm gonna try and keep the small pieces, because I'm just thinking. Seems alright when you break large chunks, but if you break too many small pieces, it don't quite look right. So yeah, I think there needs to be a combination, be having large chunks and some smaller chunks that are still distinctable, and then we've got random indistinct debris that comes off as well, which could be classed more like the internals of the ship that don't really make anything. Headphone wire, get out the way. Move, headphone, get out the way. Get out the way, get out my way. Is on number 2. Number 2. And we take this, which is a big chunk, a chunk-a-lunk. And then we could do this one. And that one. Okay. And then we've still got some more. So we get rid of this. It's irrelevant. Excuse me. So. Nah. You see, this is the one I didn't want to hide, and now you can see more of what I need to fill in. This is really tiny, so bye-bye. Don't care about that either. Excuse me. Is that it? There's no more vertices? Edit mode. 0 faces. So I guess we can delete you. Stop trying to hide that one. Oh, an earth. Oh wow. Funny. That's awkward. Very awkward. I would like to add vertices in that point. Is that done it? Is that knifed it? Don't know. How do you use it? Cut new topology. Loop cut. Okay. Sort of. Where did that go? So we're now have that. Where is it? So hard to see. Wait, does it even need a loop cut? No. Literally, that's all I need to know. Hate you. Here we go. We're gonna take that. No. Please, no. Excuse me. You'll see what I put in there. Not really attached, is it? What's that even doing? No idea. Nothing. All I want to do is separate this as its own piece. Let's try and do it some other way. I'll get selection mode working. Garbage. Let's move away from that if we can. and come at it from a different angle, so to speak. So now just hide you for a moment, and then oh. Be nice if you could just say close the mesh. Oh, we need a face. Here to here. To here. And then is that right? Oh, we're looking a bit dodgy still. We just need a face on top. Can't tell. Alright, now we can. Oh yeah. Gonna miss it. This thing is horrible even. Oh, we did it. Much better. Oh. That took about starting 2 minutes. So I'll just take a break now because otherwise I'll probably run straight through. Be right back. Oh, that's the first. I'll come back as soon as the ads start. Excuse me. Sorry. I know ads are running on Twitch, but you could always not have ads. Or be watching on YouTube, or be watching the replay. Oops. How disgusting of me. Ah, there we go. In a daydream, of all things. All right. This is a big chunk. So, like, what do I want to do? Like, take that and... Or we're just gonna sneak in there and go, look at this hole. Did I separate you? I did. Ugh. Is there a hole there? Can't tell now. Thought there was, but can't be. Surely not. Correct answer. Surely not. Indeed. Oh. You know what? Why not? Oh, we know why. Okay, is that right now? Well, we don't want that window, do we? This entire piece is irrelevant. And then... How is that? Oh, okay. Managed to mess that one up. Now for my next trick. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Only took me 2 hours to get the model to be decimated, and it's going to take me more than 2 hours just to clean it up. But the result, hopefully it'll be worth it. It's just a highly finicky detailed model. Just makes it a bit more pain in the ass. So you are that one, and then I want you to join to you. You know? Being the clever person I am. So clever. Lol. Wow, how many of them? More cleanup required. Engons, gotta love them. Gotta love an Engon. Okie dokie. Not even attached to anything. Maybe. That edge isn't. Or was it? Hard to tell. Let's hide you and have a look behind. Suppose it is. It's like very weirdly shaped, is all. Oh, what are we dealing with here? We managed to get rid of that one. And we're handling this, which is just equally annoying, you know? What's that? That's the under connecting P's to what? It's number 8. To you. Why you not let me do it? Fucking edit mode. Won't let me do it if one of them's hidden, and then just confuses the heck out of me. We just hide you. We got this ridiculous sized plane here that has nowhere to go. Oh. lost. What is it? Object 8008. Is it because we've just gone into a completely different collection? 10. Hello. So you are. Off it goes. And then we find out something really important and screws us over. How are we going to handle this freaking thing? Whee! No. Oh. Nope. We just need to make it come down a bit. Then whee. Something like that, I guess. Yeah. I've got this bizarre thing. There we go. Lovely. It's like that, and it goes, yeah, that's what it is. And we go all like, are you sure? And it goes, no, not really. These two different things, yes. Come on, please. What you doing? I've got you selected, have I not? This is like the first time it's potentially... Nope. Ooh. How are we going to pull this one off? Oh, I don't like that at all. That's better. It was a single plane, so got to give it a bit of volume. This is how we do it. By making a mess of everything. Sorted? Look to these two. And then Let's be clever. He says, not being very clever. Where did that go? So we're trying to do a loop cut, but you don't want to be happy with me doing it, do you? Will is Wheaton. Oh, come on. Be nice. Oh yeah, which one was this now? Number 7, was it really? So we have this chunk. What it looks like. No, we don't need this big thing. Is that right? Hmm. No idea if this is relevant anymore. Gosh. It's like... What the fuck is this? Look at that. What the heck? Please don't be like that. What you doing? Mm-hmm. Nah, this is what we do. No, not that. So, just get rid of this, please. And that. Okay, cleared it up a little bit. Will it make my life any easier? Who knows? Poly build. Is that just done what I've wanted it to do? Yeah. Nice. Nope. Can you... All these tools, no idea what they do. Edge slide? Oh, edge slide. Come on. Vertex slide. And that's exactly what we want. Apart from when it does that. Ugh. Come on, no, you didn't. I thought the limited dissolve would have helped eliminate all that shit. Duplicate nominals. Normals. Nominals. You say normal, I say... I'm not normal. Whee! Keep going, yeah. Ooh. And then go, yeah. Look how clever this is. Probably not as clever as I think, but you know. Maybe. Just maybe now. After faffing around about that. Whee! Now I have no idea what's supposed to be what. So what's this one now? Well, it's not even connected, so bye-bye. Then we get back to this and think, what the heck? Oh, really? That normal. It's telling me it's the wrong way. Can't recalculate based on that, can you? You know what you're doing. Just flip it. Is that right? No idea. Let's do mesh normal. Recalculate the outside and it's probably back to what it was, which is looking a bit weird. It's just what it is. Weird. Because it's an incision of an incision. So why don't we just resolve that? Oh no. Well. Oh, I don't know. Screw you, dude. Boop. Look at this horrible shape. You're gonna show me what you can do? No. See, I'd love to be able to do it on the place that I would like to do it. But no. 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 You know, like just nice slit. Cut this off as a single piece, but no. Yeah, sod it. You can be what you are. It's just a pain in my ass. Lovely. Still eat that because it's got no vertices. Oh. How far have we got? We like maybe done half the model if we're lucky. If we're lucky. I even got down
Coach
there.
Ghost One just followed.
Oh, hello. Oh, try something, Dev. Thank you for the raid. How we doing? You been having dev time? Making software or video games? Welcome along. Hello. Is your name still Aries? Just asking. Hello, thank you, thank you. Minecraft plugin dev. Nice. I hear there's good money in doing that sort of thing.
Try something Dev just followed.
Thank you for following, and thank you very much for the raid. Much appreciated. I am working on a video game. I'm not a modeler, so I just like to destroy other people's models. And since I've been doing nothing but destroying this model for the last couple of hours, I am working on a game called A-Spec First Assault, space combat game. It's early access on Steam, got a demo as well, and it's, where are we? There we go. Totally organised, totally got me elevated, pitched, set up and everything. So you fly Corvettes rather than space fighters, and you've got automated turrets, you've got damageable layers and sections like your front, rear armour, top, bottom subsystems which can be damaged and affect your performance. The usual range of primary weapons which are on gimbals, and secondary weapons, missiles. And yeah, I'm working currently on the decimation. So when this one is done and the ship gets destroyed, instead of it just popping out of existence, you'll see it break apart. Let's see if I can find, was it that one? So organised. Files here, there, everywhere. What's this one? Okay, that's a battle cruiser, yeah. So I'm going to destroy him. So he's dying, he's got his death throes. Multiple explosions detected. And then it explodes. Pieces. Distinct debris, I call it. And then you can see little pieces what are indistinct debris. It's a bit of work, but that's what we've got. And you can fly into it to destroy it. So a fair few ships have got that implemented, but not all. So this is a science, guys, sorry. But you can see the debris has got physics, the interactions are different, so with the ship's velocity is applied to it. So that's what I'm trying to do with this cruiser that I'm doing, which is a friendly cruiser. Sure. Yeah. Ignore all that. Well, yeah, I've got campaign. This is my level editor used for my development. You got campaign, you get campaign missions, story based, and then you get these random missions that you can choose from, which you get limited selection, or expands as you go along. I've currently finished the story of the chapter so far, so then it just throws all of them for a random selection from the entire list for you to play around with. Skirmish mode, where you can go up against AI. This is a ship I'm working on which doesn't have the destruction. Zoom in. Got various weapons like big fire missiles, and don't kill me before I show it off. Multi-launch missiles, which aren't very effective, and torpedoes, which are only effective against really large stuff and easily dodged by smaller craft than like frigates and corvettes. No worries, thank you very much for popping in. Anyway, lurkers, always welcome. And you did come at a time where I was going to stop. So rather than just immediately stop after being raided, we'll just Yeah, I'll go in a little bit more detail. So, I'll talk about how my ships are set up. Let's see. We'll talk about the enemy cruiser. A lot of components making it up. I've got a detailed damage model, which you can define up to you, but well, up to the developer, should I say. But I've got forward, and then forward sides, rear sides, rear, and each is, consider it like a shield, but it's actually armor. No shields in this game as yet. And then top, bottom, and then depending on where the projectile hits, it calculates the position and says, right, this is a section where I've been hit. So if you hit it on its engines, like here, that could contribute to a rear hit due to the calculation done from the center of here, because it's just like take the center point, set quadrants, decide where things hit. So you could damage rear sections of a ship from frontal hits, or you could attack from the left side and cause damage to the right side. So it's a bit like Mech Warrior, how that damage system is set up. It seems to be very similar to how I've done it, when it's determining front, back, top, sides, etc. Then I've gone and baked thrusters, which will fire off, give the illusion that forces are being applied to make the ship rotate, translate, that kind of stuff. And then a bunch of subsystems set up which affect the performance of the ship when damaged. And that's just a bounding box, because the actual collision is done against the detailed collider of the ship. More on that later. So it hit the ship, and then it says, did it fall inside this box? So trigger. It says yes, great. No. Well, no damage to it. And then these arcs are basically to tell the AI, if you're going to attack that subsystem, this is the angle you should be going for. So the yellow arc is the depreciation, you know, up and down axis, obviously. So it needs to be attacking it from above this area, and it can attack it from any side. But that means it won't be attacking it from this side under here, only above, and possibly from this side, which is not perfect, but I think it works well enough so that the AI is not trying to say attack that subsystem from like over here where it can't reach it, because there's so much other areas in there. And then, like I say, multiple damageable layers, so it could support shields, but currently I've just got armor and then the hull. The armor is what we've already talked about. The hull is just a single hit point damage, so once you've gone through that armor, you get down the ship's hull to 0 and the ship dies, you know, traditionally like. And that was just a very brief summary of it, but very detailed. We've got currently, and I think I'll only stay that way, you can destroy the engines on these larger ships, so anything a cruiser and above, so this is a cruiser, you can permanently destroy this engine, which will permanently affect the translation, you know, the speed, the velocity, and even rotation of the ship, because it's also a subsystem for an engine, so that affects the translation, and therefore if it's destroyed it can't be repaired. But if the subsystem is not attached to something that can be destroyed, such as the hull ship itself, until that is destroyed, it can be repaired fully. And if I've not bored you to death, then thank you. And yeah, so this is what this is now. Just used something called Rayfire, which has broken the model into pieces for me, but it's not perfect. So for example, this, what it shattered for me, you can see visually we've got this piece down here not connected to that piece. So I'm going through cleaning it up and determining, like, okay, so this piece is separate to that one, so we'll separate it in Blender, and then that way when it comes to removing it, I'll only do one thing at a time. It gets imported into Unity and does its stuff, then it'll say this is a single piece, and it'll just create a skin mesh glider around it and apply its physics to it, and off it goes. So things like this needs tidying up. Irrelevant bits don't really do anything. See, it's not even really attached. Ooh, well, that one got acted on quickly. Well done. So you got this honking chonker thing. And I'll separate. What is that? Just on its own? Maybe I'll just separate this then. Then that's its own piece, so we can hide you. And that's what I've been doing for the last 2 hours. Not exciting, indeed. But hey, when it's done, hopefully it'll be worth it. And I am trying to experiment with how many pieces, you know, the chunks, the sizes are the best. So when we blew up that first ship, which was a battle cruiser, that seemed to look alright. But then when we destroyed those 3 cruisers, there was a lot more pieces there, and I feel that's a bit overkill. So I want some bigger debris chunks mixed in with some smaller ones. And then once I've done this as well, I can also say, well, randomize it a bit. Don't spawn all of the components. Spawn, say, between 50 to 75% of those components. And then each explosion death should look different each time and not very similar. And that's why those 3 cruisers look similar because there's just way too many pieces that are too small. We'll just get smaller chunks instead. Is that its own? Oh, I might as well just keep that as its own then. This is very large. Yeah, super large piece. Yeah, look at how big that is. And then you can also see with the Dev's animation, it's not very clean how it does it. So, got to tidy that up as well. Not easy. Especially when I don't come from a modelling background. Or what Dev does. In fact, do that and... we just separate that now. I'm just going to do it. Huh. What was that? And what can we do with this? Let's tidy it up. With that. So we have this shape. Gun and done. What else was it on here? We got a bunch of tiny pieces, which we may or may not want. So we'll keep on for now. What's the worst that can happen? Okay. One, correct one, and then I hate these wings. Oh, changed my mind. I like it now. Is that the last piece? Yeah, right. Don't need to separate that. Okay. Well, I appreciate the read again from Try Something Dev, and thank you to the follows, Coach Ghost. Yep, cool. This is about as exciting my streams gets as Dev. I'm not very good. So consider following if you're interested in what I'm doing, or at least go check out my game on Steam. There's also a space combat fighter game called Absolute Turtle that released back at the end of 2020 during COVID. And yeah, that's my theme. Sci-fi, space. Generally. That's what I'm working on. So thank you very much. You have a fantastic day. And see you again soon, hopefully.